awethu amandla awethu. Show us your banner, your banner. Show us your banner, your banner. Show us your banner, your banner. Andla awethu singaphushani, ayihlale phansi ibambe umthetho, ayihlale phansi ibambe umthetho. Comrades, there's an interview going on. Let us behave ourselves. There's an interview. The PS is addressing the media, comrades. Senzeni na, senzeni, senzeni na, senzeni na, senzeni, senzeni na, senzeni na, senzeni na, senzeni, senzeni na, senzeni na, senzeni isono sethu, sono sethu, sono sethu, isono sethu, sono sethu, ubuthisha, sono sethu, ubuthi, sono sethu, sono sethu, ubuthi. Sono sethu, sono sethu, sono sethu, sono sethu, sono sethu, ubut. Sono sethu, sono sethu, ubut. Sono sethu, sono sethu, ubut. Senzeni na, senzeni na, senzeni na, senzeni na, senzeni na, senzeni, senzeni na, senzeni na, senzeni, senzeni na, senzeni na, senzeni. Umkhontolo, umkhontolo, osuhamba ngejubane. Umkhontolo, umkhontolo, osuhamba ngejubane. Kwakhala umalane, kwakhala umalane wathi thambo ngixole, angisoze ngiphinde, angisoze ngiphinde ngiqale ngomntomnyama. Umkhontolo, umkhontolo, osuhamba ngejubane. Umkhontolo, umkhontolo, osuhamba ngejubane. Wakhala umalane, wakhala umalane wathi thambo ngixole, angisoze ngiphinde, angisoze ngiphinde ngidlale ngomntomnyama. Wakhala umalane, wakhala umalane wathi thambo ngixole, angisobuye ngiphinde ngomntomnyama. Wona besuhamba ngejubane. Wakhala umalane wathi thambo ngixole, angisobuye ngiphinde, angisoze ngiphinde ngidlale. Umkhontolo, umkhontolo, hamba ngejubane. Wakhala umalane, wakhala umalane wathi thambo ngixole, angisoze ngiphinde, angisoze ngiphinde ngidlale ngabasebenzi. Wakhala umalane, wakhala umalane wathi thambo ngixole, angisobuye ngiphinde ngidlale. Amandla sisemsabala, sisemsabala, sisemsabala. Umethu khoniwe ayekhona, umethu khoniwe ayekhona emsabala. Emsabala sisemsabalazweni msaba kamarashiya usakhona msaba sisemsabalazweni msaba uphumlantuma usakhona msaba sisemsabalazweni msaba usodwazwane usakhona msaba sisemsabalazweni msaba jabulani nxumalo usakhona msaba sisemsabalazweni msaba uwandampisi usakhona msaba sisemsabalazweni msaba mathini dlami usakhona msaba sisemsabalazweni msaba lelikwa makhwaza usakhona msaba sisemsabalazweni msaba nobuhle likoma usakhona msaba sisemsabalazweni msaba msabalazweni sisemsabalazweni msaba emsabalazweni sisemsabalazweni msaba ebabe uphila baqashe msaba sisemsabalazweni msaba babe uphila baqashe msaba sisemsabalazweni msaba ilomqasho wasidayise msaba sisemsabalazweni ilomqasho wasidayise msaba emsabalazweni emsabalazweni sasizisabalazile msaba emsabalazweni sasizisa emsabalazweni andla ihaw 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 haw ihaw ihaw haw ihaw ihaw haw ihaw ihaw haw ihaw wanyamazane siyayabo ya wanyamazane chop 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 wanyamazane siyaya wanyama hale toy 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 hale toy 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 wanyama hale toy 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 hale toy 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 wanyamazane siyayabo wanyamazane shubile Ayamazane balegabo Ayamazane patches bamo Ile toy 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 Ile toy 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 Ile toy 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 Ile toy 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 Ayamazane siyayabo Ayamazane kichima sambo Ayamazane sanganabo Ayamazane patches bamo Ile toy 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 Ile toy 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 Ile toy 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 Ile toy 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 Ayamazane siyayabo Ayamazane shubile Ayamazane vale yabo Ayamazane patches bamo Ile toy 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 Ile toy 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 Ile toy 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 Ile toy 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 Ayamazane siyayabo Ayamazane shubile Ayamazane vale yabo Ayamazane patches bamo Ile toy 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 Ile toy 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 Anda Saguneti longe manzene Olenda ho Esiguyo Auslamlele wasathu Olenda ho Esiguyo masivutha umlilo awule ndawo esikuyo athule nje basiqiniso awule ndawo esikuyo awuslamlele wethu awule ndawo uyo awusikhakhele wesathu awule ndawo esikuyo sekuqhuma isibhamu esivutha umlilo awule ndawo esikuyo seyisaba le ndawo awule ndawo esikuyo awusilamlele wesathu awule ndawo esikuyo mandla abantu umkashi sepitoli fiko uhlaleleni fino zimazethu umkashi sepitoli fiko uhlaleleni fino vele mina mami vele mina mama vele mina mami abantu umkashi sepitoli uhlaleleni fino uzimaze abantu umkashi sepitoli uhlaleleni fino vele mina mami vele mina mama vele mina mami vele mina mama vele mina mami vele mina mama abantu umkashi sepitoli uhlaleleni fino uzimaze abantu umkashi uhlaleleni fino vele mina mami vele mina mama vele mina mami mama vele abantu umkashi sepitoli uhlaleleni fino uzimaze abantu umkashi sepitoli uhlaleleni wena awuthule wemntanam thula emntanam silela lelizwe hayi wemntanam wena awuthule wemntanam silela lelizwe hayi wemntanam basho ukrisani bemdubo bathi mntanam Shumandele tilongwe wathi mntana silwela lelizwe ayiwe mntana wena uthula uma silwela lelizwe na wena uthula wemntana ayiwe mntana wena njalo masihamba njalo siyozabalaza kundanuya wena njalo masihamba siyozabalaza hayiwe kundanu uyasebenza awunamahloni kundanu hayiwe kundanu uyasebenza awunamahloni wena njalo masihamba siyozabalaza wena njalo masihamba siyozabalaza hayiwe kundanu uyasebenza awunamahloni kundanu hayiwe kundanu uyasebenza awunamahloni kundanu hayiwe kundanu uyasebenza awunamahloni kundanu wena njalo masihamba siyozabalaza wena njalo masihamba siyozabalaza hayiwe kundanu uyasebenza awunamahloni kundanu hayiwe kundanu uyasebenza awunamahloni kundanu hayiwe kundanu uyasebenza awunamahloni wena njalo masihamba siyozabalaza wena njalo masihamba siyozabalaza hayiwe kundanu uyasebenza awunamahloni kundanu hayiwe kundanu uyasebenza awunamahloni kundanu wena njalo masihamba siyozabalaza wena njalo masihamba siyozabalaza hayiwe kundanu uyasebenza awunamahloni kundanu hayiwe kundanu uyasebenza ungayijahembe yabo ungayijahembe wena mqashi usemncane ungayijahe siyakhoza bo wena mqashi usemncane ungayijahe siyakhoza bo ungayijahembe wena mfana usemncane ungayijahe siyakhoza bo wena mqashi usemncane ungayijahe siyakhoza bo ungayijahembe wena ncebu usemncane lalela ukhomanda hawuzu lalela ukhomanda babuliseni molweni babuliseni molweni babuza impilo ninjani babuza impilo kill 'em all hoes kill 'em all kill 'em all kusile sandleni Where were you? So Papa Bullet, put chocolate. Yes, I perfume. It's a first one. I'm not in it. Hey, 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 hey. Ha, 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 ha. Come on, the figure. Come on, the profit. If you not be done, I hope I never go. I hope I never miss them. Talas kitchen. Talas hustle. Manza. Webaka shibetu baka. Ashibetu siya nikele la siya. Nikele. Hugu tamanda. Hamanda. Hamanda. Hago. Base. Webaka shibetu baka. Ashibetu siya nikele la siya. Nikele. Hugu tamanda. Hamanda. Hagu base. Hello. Oh, turn no. Shut up, Baba. No. Oh, no. Oh, na. Tine. We baka shibetu baka. Hashibetu siya nikele la siya Hugu tamanda Aguba sebenzi hago Tane no Webaka shibetu baka Hashibetu siya nikelela Hugu tamanda Aguba sebenzi hago Oh, tere Hashibetu siya nikelela Hugu tamanda Aguba sebenzi Oh, tere Oh, tere na Tamanda, Aguba sebenzi. Oh, tere. Oh, na. bakashi wethu seyanikelela ukuthi amandla akubasebenzi bebakashi wethu seyanikelela ukuthi amandla akubasebenzi bathi thambo yaho hiyelele maselozokale pasuka bathi thambo hiyelele maselozokale pasuka bathi ngoba sesifikile thina bafana konje uzokhala pasuka ngoba sesifikile thina bafana pasuka hayiwetha hambo hiyelele maselozokhala pasuka athi thambo hiyelele maselozokhala athi ngoba sesifikile thina bafana bonke selozokhala pasuka athi ngoba sesifikile thina bafana bonke selozokhala yaho hiyelele maselozokhala athi thambo hiyelele awubabuze wena awubabuze awaliva thambo awubabuze wena awubabuze wena awubabuze awaliva thambo awubabuze Ilomnyango bawuphethe kanjani awubabuze wena awubabuze ilomnyango awubabuze ilomnyango bawuphethe kanjani pin awubabuze wena awubabuze wena awubabuze ilomnyango bawuphethe kanjani awubabuze awaliva thambo awubabuze awaliva thambo awubabuze wena wase wanzima lomsebenzi wenkululeko amajoni wase wanzima lomsebenzi wenkululeko bazali bami thulani ningakhali sengiyojona umkhonto wamajoni Johnny, 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 Zabalaza, Johnny, 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 Zabalaza, Oliver Tamba, Ufuna Johnny. Johnny, Zabalazo, Oliver Tamba, Ufuna Johnny, Johnny, Zabalazo, Johnny, 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 Zabalaza, Johnny. Johnny, Johnny, Zabalaza, Oliver Tamba, Ufuna Johnny, Johnny, Zabalazo, Azali Bami, Johnny, Aisha phansi ibamba umthetho. Aisha phansi ibamba umthetho. Hlala phansi. Hlala phansi. Hlala phansi. Hlala phansi. Hlala phansi. Gola mashata mnyama mashata webaba sebotwe le abathwe bulwe wahamapu awasangeni ngobale ebuyayo. Hosai bamba tina hiona lesa. Hosai bamba tina samulu. Hosai bamba tina. Hosai bamba tina samulu. Uye wasama samonde hiona lesa. Hesai bamba tina, uye wasama samonde hiyo kanisa. Hesai bamba tina, Hesai bamba tina, Hesai bamba tina, Hesai bamba tina. Hesai bamba tina, uye wasama samonde. Hesai bamba tina, uye wasama samonde. Hesai bamba tina, Hesai bamba tina. Hesai bamba tina, Hesai bamba tina, Hesai bamba tina, uye wasama samonde. Hesai bamba tina, uye wasama samonde. Hesai bamba tina, 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 uye wasama samonde. Hesai bamba tina, uye wasama samonde. Bambatin Elelani Kelen Hulu Tumdashu Yasikolas I was Oha Sote Hamayesas Wola Lesi Elelani Hulu Tumdashu Yasikolas I was SADTU Amayesas Wola Lesi SADTU Amayesas Elelani Tumdashu SADTU Amayesas Amayesas Amandla, comrades, minor comrades, we are about to reach our destination as well as to first see disorder. Let's allow my banner abe phambili so that the message is heard. And then time is a placards in. Don't run. Nulife, don't run. It's in the SADTU. It's in the SADTU. Gas. No more gas. Oh, God, it's bad. It's in the SADTU. It's in the SADTU. No more gas. No more gas. Oh, it's bad. It's in the SADTU. It's in the SADTU. No more gas. No more gas. Oh, it's bad. It's in the SADTU. It's in the SADTU. No more gas. No more gas. No more gas. namangazi ukuthi phalelwe ba nje diyasathu nje diyasathu namangazi ukuthi phalelwe ba nje diyasathu yimathisha nje diyasathu yimathisha namangazi ukuthi phalelwe ba amawani wababama amawani amagwala swakibile amawani wababama amagwala swakibile FIFA SADTU FIFA SADTU FIFA how to tula how to
Viva SADTU, viva! Viva SADTU, viva! Viva COSATU, viva! Viva SACP, viva! Viva SANCO, viva! Viva ANC, viva! Viva SADTU Student Chapter, viva! Viva SASCO, viva! Viva COSAS, viva! The Progressive Youth Alliance, viva! Amandla! 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 Tubula, 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 ay tubula, 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 tulu, tubula, kirin, okay. tubula tubula amandla amandla. Comrades, sondelani sesiyongena manje eCity Hall. Iyona leSADTU esayibamba thina kwaZamazamulu esayibamba thina ayileSADTU esayibamba thina ayesayibamba thina ayileSADTU esayibamba thina ayikuye kwaZamazamulu ndi ayileSADTU esayibamba thina ayikuye kwaZamazamulu ndi ayileSADTU esayibamba thina ayesayibamba thina ayileSADTU esayibamba thina ayesayibamba thina ayileSADTU esayibamba thina ayikuye kwaZamazamulu ndi ayileSADTU esayibamba thina ayikuye kwaZamazamulu ndi ayileSADTU esayibamba thina ayesayibamba thina ayileSADTU esayibamba thina ayesayibamba thina ayileSADTU esayibamba thina ayikuye kwaZamazamulu ndi ayileSADTU esayibamba thina ayikuye kwaZamazamitheko ayileSADTU esayibamba thina ayesayibamba thina ayileSADTU esayibamba thina ayesayibamba thina ayileSADTU esayibamba thina ayikuye kwaZamazamitheko ayileSADTU esayibamba thina ayikuye kwaZamazamitheko ayileSADTU esayibamba thina ayibamba thina ayileSADTU esayibamba thina amandla amandla sekuzoliwa ayikuzoliwa SADTU bemgelela kuzo SADTU kuzoliwa SADTU kuzoliwa SADTU bemgelela kuzo amandla. Let's move.
Oh, vele mina mami, oh, vele mina aye, vele mina mama, vele mina mami, vele mina mama, vele mina. Abantu umqasho sepedalifi. Uhlaleleni finqa ozini abantu umqasho sepedale uhlaleleni finqa ozini oh vele mina mami angifuni abantu bomkashi asho sepedoni uhlaleleni phingo uzima abantu bomkashi umkasho sepedoni uhlaleleni oh vele mina mami umqashe sebedolisi uhlaleleni abantu umqashe uhlaleleni hovele mina mami uejalantane vele mina mami
Leadership the leadership from the alliance. Spela yona yodwa ngaphambili. Mandla. Viva SADTU, viva. Viva. SACP, Kina. Kina Sanko, Kina. Kina Kosatu, Kina. Viva the great art teachers, viva! Viva msebenzi ozabalazayo, viva! Phansi ngokucinezela kwabasebenzi phansi! Run bashohlumeza abasebenzi run! Phansi nge-corruption phansi! Phansi nge-corruption phansi! Phambili ngokufundisa isizwe sase-Afrika phambili! Phambili ngokulwela abasebenzi phambili! Amandla! Amandla! Viva the young workers, viva! Viva the student chapter of SADTU, viva! Viva the PYA, viva! Wathinta abasebenzi! Wathinta abafazi! Wathinta abasebenzi! Wathinta abafazi! Amandla! Amandla! Comrades, sesicela ukuqala ngeprogram yethu. We want to assure you ukuthi ayizuba yinde. Sisaqala sicela labo abangapha basondele ngakuleli side. Viva SADTU, viva Mandla! Mandla! Addressa ngeke sibabize la vela ngoba bazonikeza i-message of support. Sine Comrade President SADTU KwaZulu-Natal ila sinama regional office bearers, ama-BC members, ama-site stewards are all here. Nama members SADTU sithi qina msebenzi qina. Qina SADTU qina. Sina wonke ama-sectors SADTU ukuza kule mashi ebaluleka ngabo. Comrades, without taking your time, I must say to you that we told uMnyango wezeMfundo sathi uma ngabe ningabakhokheli abasebenzi bazofika. And mase befikile ngeke ngithande. Amandla. Siyabonga ukuthi ningasupport. We told them schools ama norms and standards. This is what will happen, and it has happened. We have said if you don't appoint clerks, security guards in schools, the workers will come here. If you don't convert great art teachers and don't recognize their qualifications, we will come here. And the comrades. Sibatshelile no treasure sathi nina uma ningafuna ukukhokhela imali nicathi nizonqaba nemali kodwa nina nibe nohola sizobabiza abasebenzi bagodla amandla abo. And we are not ashamed, comrades, to have come here. Sizokwenza leso statement. I have indicated that I'm not going to address you, but bengibingelela nje comrades. Ngaphakathi kwethu ke sinomember Deputy President, member number 2 of SADTU in the whole of the Republic of South Africa. He is deployed by the General Secretary to give a message from SADTU National Office to yourselves here. Sizokala ngaye and that message that comes from SADTU. That message is a keynote address that is coming from the National Office. Then some messages of support from all sectors of the Alliance. Tata ANC for 2024, Tata! Tata ANC for 2024, Tata! Siyabonga, sicela ukubiza uPresident azosi-addressa Mongameli. Napa abasebenzi.
Amandla. Viva ANC, viva! Viva the SACP, viva! Viva SADTU, viva! Qina SADTU, qina! Qina SADTU, qina! Qina the student chapter of SADTU, qina! Amandla! 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 Thank you very much, Comrade Chair. Siyabonga sihlalo ukuba ingxenye yale march. As the chairperson will have indicated, comrades, we want to stand on the already established protocol. Ukuze singachithi isikhathi sibingelela. Kepha mhlambe ngokusheshsha sidlulise umyalezo we-National Executive Committee. Okunye comrade siyezwa abanye bekhuluma njoba sehla lasimasha bethi indaba le march iqondane ne-payday. Sithi thina inde i-payday asikwazi nokuthi sinothisha nje asiyazi into ekuthiwa i-payday. Umzabalazo awudethemanwa i-payday. Ngaleyo ndlela-ke siyabonga kakhulu kwi-leadership yakwaZulu Natali ngokuthi mhlambe ikwazi ukuthi ibize le march futhi le march ibe successful. Into ebalulekile-ke comrades ukuthi uma umfana kukhona umfana omhlulayo noma umfana omqoshayo, uma isegcwaneke esekhohliwe ukuthi uyamhlula, kubalulekile ukuthi umkhumbuze. Le march izokhumbuza umqashi ukuthi njalo siyakuhlula wena. Kubeka nalento yakho, kahle kahle siyakuhlula. Siyakubona ukuthi usurelaxile, sizokukhombisa ukuthi sobani thina. Esifuna ukusho comrade ukuthi le march ngoba sifuna ukuthatha isikhathi eside, ilanga liyashisa nokuthi sisebenza kanzima as teachers, sifuna ukuyophumula, hayi ngoba kuyi-payday. Sifuna nje ukuyoyiphumulela. Into ke esifuna ukisho number 1, this march has got the blessing of the National Executive Committee. The National Executive Committee of SADTU has given thumbs up for the success of this march, ukuthi ayibe khona, so that we remind the employer ukuthi sisekhona njalo, sisawuyena uSADTU, ayikho into eshintshile. We are still revolutionary, and if they continue like this, sizobanikeza i-warning. We are here to give them a warning. Asifuna ukuqala sibiza amakhanda abantu, sithi amahanda abantu awahamba. Any into that we want to pass here as a message. Siyafisa Comrade Chairperson that we convey a message to the National Treasurer that if for whatever reason been an area of development, we are available as teachers. We can teach them economics. They are saying there is no money in government. But imali peli asifuni ungena lapho. Kodwa la singena khona ukuthi in government you cannot say because there is no money therefore you apply austerity measures. Nowhere in the world has austerity measures solved the economic problems of any country. Austerity measures can never assist the development of the economy. The question is, what can assist in the recovery of the economy? What assists in the recovery of the economy is increased economic activity. What is then increased economic activity? It means that the employer and the government must assist in job creation. Because the more people that work, the more people are active in the economy, and therefore the economy develops. Then they must apply austerity measures. We are saying that can never work, and that will not assist in recovery of the economy. Now, they are saying we must stop employment. Akuvalwe kumiswe employment of workers in the public service. And only critical posts that must be filled. Our argument as SADTU is one, is that any teaching post is critical. They must appoint teachers. If there is a vacancy, we want that vacancy filled because a teaching post is a critical post. Director, no chief director, but there should be no classroom without a teacher. That is what we want to say in this meeting. We demand that pay progression. Memorandum will cover that. But we are saying pay progression must be paid. It's a right of a worker. Right teacher, as it must be paid. Any indefinitely paid. Comrades, ngesikhathi senkatha. Okuphela 3 months, 4 months, 5 months uthishe ngaholi. Kuze kufanele ukuthi ayolundi. It can't happen in a democratic dispensation. When office in a department, you get your salary every month, but kunotisha bangakhokheli. We are pointing a finger to you. Ukuthi woe unto you. Angafika isikhathi lapho sesizothi khona thina SADTU akuhambe wena noma ke kungaholi wena. Comrade Chair, asifuni ukuthatha isikhathi eside. Kodwa enye into esishoyo ukuthi umqashi must stop abusing workers. This morning I was at Truro House. Awukho ugesi and awuzange ube khona for a month. We are saying it cannot be because ezinye izinto ezidala ukuthi abasebenzi bangakhokhelwa because abasebenzi bahlele Truro, they are not working. Siyafisa ukudlulisa lo myalezo kumqashi ukuthi lezo zinto they must be attended. Comrade Chair, we don't want to be long. The only thing we wanted to say, the memorandum will cover the issues. We are here on behalf of the National Executive Committee. Ukudlulisa umyalezo wokuthi njengabasebenzi bakwaZulu Natal, we are with you. Ubunzima enibhekene nabo, we are aware as the NEC and will actually deal with them. Amanda.
Kena mongameli kena. Kala simshayile ihlombe comrade president. Umqashi ukhona la ngemva kwethu comrade usezwile. Umqashi ukhona la usefikile comrade. Amanda. Phela uzolanda lo mpahla. Usefikile ke maqabane. We are now going to be addressed by the Federation of Workers of South Africa. The biggest is the SADTU Federation that is leading all unions in this country. We are going to be addressed by the Provincial Secretary, Comrade SADTU March He's going to be giving us a message of support, which will take him 4 minutes to do. Amanda! Comrade Kabazela, sondela koke. Kena Kabazela, kena. Kena Kosatu, kena. Sama Kabazela. Amanda! 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 Kena Satu, kena. Kena Satu, kena. Kena Satu, kena. Kena the Alliance, kena. Forward to socialism, forward. Forward to socialism, forward. Down to unemployment, down. Forward to the payment of teachers, forward. Forward to the appointment of teachers, forward. Forward to the filling of vacancies, forward. Amanda. Amanda. Thank you very much, Chair. Comrades, as SADTU, we are not going to waste time. We just want to say we are not just here to support you, but we are here because we are part of you as SADTU. Comrades, we are saying this March, comrades, you must understand that you are in a class war. This is a class war, comrades. The imperialist comrades have open fight against us. The fight of the imperialists against us is no longer hidden. It's now open, comrades. Those that don't understand what I'm saying, we are here who are educators. We are here who are workers who are working in the education sector. Today we've got paid, but we don't have money. Money is finished. In fact, money is not finished today. Money was finished, comrades, the first day of the last payment that month, comrades. So this is why we're saying the challenge that is facing us, comrades. We have been learning the labor market as SADTU. It shows from 2020, what comes to workers has been going down, has been decreasing. But the cost of living through petrol, through electricity, through food has been always going up, comrades. Comrades, in South Africa we're having load shedding. We're having load shedding. Every month you have around 60 hours without electricity. But the electricity bill always go up, comrades. And therefore we are saying this cost of living has also affected schooling, comrades. In research that has been done, it has shown that schooling has been affected. Many families are no longer able to send their children to private schools. They are sending their children now to public schools, to state schools, which is putting more pressure on teachers. But teachers, comrades, educators are not appreciated. Hence we are saying, comrades, the first and foremost, what is struggle for all of us is the struggle that we fight together. By the way, mesenzohlala phansi, comrades, siyazibhetshela ingekho. I must ukuthi ukusebenza eduze SADTU kungenze ngafunda a lot ukuthi educators, they find themselves sometimes having to deal with issues that are supposed to be social workers. And I have learned ukuthi there are so many risks as educators we are exposed to. And you are saying, comrade, that need to be appreciated. The last word we need to give to you as SADTU is that, comrades, you must be appreciated. But for you to be appreciated, we need to unite as workers, comrades. Abasebenzi kumele bahlangane babe yimbumba ukuze sikwazi ukuthi silwe ama-struggles ethu. And that is why we are so happy with today you have pulled so much a big march as SADTU, comrades. We really appreciate that as SADTU.
And we want to say, comrades, we have analyzed the situation as we are going to 2024. To each as we are going to 2024, comrades. We have analyzed the environment. We said, if you look historically, abantu understand better abantu base South Africa abekho esingakwazi ukuthi singabathemba ku government. We said, as comrades, ANC still needs to come back. We are saying, good comrade, because of the geopolitics, what we see now, these many parties, comrades, are parties that are manifested by what you call the imperialism, according to the geopolitics, comrade. And we are saying, as SADTU, we need to go all out, comrade, in our numbers and say we need to defend our revolution. Out of all the challenges that we are facing, comrades, we are saying there's nothing that we can do as people of South Africa. Thank you very much, Comrade Chair. Amanda.
Mandla. Cela shine COSATU hlombe, comrades. Njengamanje so addresswa iSANCO. Comrade Vusi Mkhabela is going to come and address us. But before that, ngicela uku-introduce Comrade Lucky Mafu, Deputy Provincial Secretary of SANCO. Ngicela ubingelele enkokheli esazi Comrade Vusi. Ngicela ubingelele.
Amanda. Viva SADTU, viva! Viva SANCO, viva! Viva ANC, viva! Viva SACP, viva! Viva COSATU, viva!
Comrade Mkhabela, sondela. Qina msebenzi, qina. Ngithembisa ukuthi uzothatha 3 minutes uSANCO ukuthi afike campaign.
Amandla. Qina SADTU, qina. Qina COSATU, qina. Qina ANC, qina. Qina SACP, qina. Wathinta abafazi. Uzofa finish. Qedelani phela. Okay, comrades. Ngila njengoSANCO ukuzonikeza i-message of support kuSADTU njengoba uSADTU alliance yethu. Uma sinikeza i-message of support, comrades, sithi we are worried, comrades, by the Department of Education. Indlela okuqashwa ngayo othisha ayikho transparent. And siyacela ukuthi umnyango introduce ama-systems azoba fair and transparent, especially kuma-educators lawa angena lapha ku-level 1, comrades. Siyaphinda futhi sibe worried, comrade, njenge-SANCO indaba ye-security ey'koleni. Othisha nabafundi abavikelekile. I-crime is the cause of the day. Othisha babanje inkunzi besemsebenzini baphucwa ama-cellphones, baphucwa iy'moto. So siyacela i-department ukuthi ibheke le ndaba ye-security ey'koleni. Futhi uma ibheka ayinga-outsourcwa nje i-security, comrades, but aqashwe ama-security azoba permanent under i-department. Comrades, siphinde futhi njenge-SANCO si-appreciate uhlelo le-feeding scheme lenhlangano ebusayo i-ANC, comrades. But we were worried, comrades, indlela lo hlelo le-feeding scheme olu-enrole ngayo kulo nyaka. Iy'ngane zethu njengabahlali kuye kwadlula iy'nyanga engaphezu kwey'mbili zingadli ngoba kunenkinga lapha kwi-feeding scheme. So sicela uhlelo lolu le-feeding scheme, comrade, lube fair, lube transparent, lunga-divert futhi lunga-create ama-capital. Comrades, we are also worried as SANCO because we have noted ukuthi ey'koleni kuno-principal. Ey'koleni esisebenza kuzona kuno-principal who are bosses, who are not leaders. This principal bathatha umsebenzi wokusebenza wase wokufundisa bawenze owabo. Sithi leyo nto mayiphele, i-department ayingenelele. Kufana nalento yama-school governing bodies. Ufica sebehlangene no-principal kushawa amadili. Sithi leyo nto phansi, ngamadili ashawayo phansi. Comrades, we are also concerned and we support you as teachers. Uguti, as teachers, you will find that you have about 5 children, your children, above at tertiary level. But when umutu apply the NSFAS you qualify. So sitana imove leyo nto leyo. Then lastly, senzohlala comrades, ama austerity measures by uhulumeni wethu, we are worried. Lento yonyuka kwe-tax yenza ukuthi ama-salaries singawaboni. Namhlanje kuhoniwe, kodwa manje asinamali, washo umsizi Dube. Amandla! Amandla!
Amandla! Cela shayile sanke ihlombe comrades. Siyabonga kakhulu esanko ku-ANC. Ngizwa kuthiwa uComrade Mqondisi Duma, ANC Youth Convener, is going to be giving us a message of support. ANC qina, cela usondele elwandle ngikwazi ngalapho. Comrade Duma. Viva ANC, viva! Viva SADTU, viva! Lwandle.
Mandla! Phambili ngeSADTU, phambili! Phambili ngemfuno zabasebenzi, phambili! Qina msebenzi ozabalazayo, qina! Qina msebenzi ozabalazayo, qina! Amandla! Thank you very much, Comrade Chair. Mtsombeni siyabonga. Sifuna ukusho ukuthi lapho khona abasebenzi nathi sikhona. Futhi siyafisa ukusho ukuthi siyabonga kwiSADTU ekuthenini masithola ama-reporti siyathola ukuthi lokho okwenzeka noma umsebenzi omuhle ongaka niwenzayo siyazi ukuthi Comrade Nobhala kunombiko omuhle oshoyo ukuthi ukukhala kodayisa kwezikhala ezikolweni akusekho. Siyabonga kakhulu bothisha bakithi, siyafisa futhi ukusho ukuthi niqhubeke nomsebenzi omhle kangaka, abekho abafana nani. Zonke imfuno zabasebenzi ikakhulukazi othisha okuyibona abasikudadela noma abasikhulisela baphinde futhi bahloniphise ukuthi kusasa lethu liqhakazile siyi-South Africa abathole imfuno zabo. Siyafisa ukuthi u-ANC usondele kakhulu kuhulumeni nanokuthi imfuno zothisha zi-attendwe futhi zi-attendwe ngesikhathi. Siyabonga kakhulu. Amandla! Awethu! Thank you very much, Chair.
Cela shayile ihlombe Comrade we-ANC. Siyabonga kakhulu Comrade Duma. SACP, the provincial chairperson, Comrade John is here. Comrade Nene, please. Amandla! Amandla! Awethu!
I'm going to short letter. Thank you very much. I'm not going to be long because sekwenzekile ukuthi babingelela bonke nami sengizothi all protocol observed. Ngiyabona khona nomholi lapha qongqosha nethimba lakhe siyabonga. Khona i-SACP njenge-vanguard yabasebenzi ufuna ukuqinisekisa ukuthi Comrade SADTU niyazazi lezi zinto ezihlala ekhulunywa i-union aseziwiki SACP siwiki zonke lezi inhlangano ezi-progressive seziwiki, kodwa namhlanje you show the world ukuthi lento yokuthi sesiwiki seniwiki ayikho. So namhlanje sinemashi enkulu ekhumbuza ngalezi zikhathi zo-1991 lapho esafika la anibhenwe inhlangano kwakunama-flag la e-apartheid regime sawethula wonke sahlome we-movement. Ngizama ukuthi-ke lezo zinto zayitshengisa ukuthi kukhona okuhle okwenzekayo noshintsho oluzoba khona phakathi kwabantu i-working class and the poor ekade icindezelwe ngaphezu kwabo wonke inhlanga ezazikhona. Kodwa manje as SACP sikanye nani ukuthi masibuka lama-demand wenu, uyabona it's shameful and embarrassing ukuthi kanti sisahleli nezinto ezinjengalezi. Kodwa-ke siyathanda uma ngabe nitshengisa izwe ukuthi kukhona ongahambi kahle. Ngisathemba ukuthi ngalesi sikhathi sanamhlanje zonke izinto zobe sehamba kahle kanti asibuzanga. Kusho ukuthi-ke njengamanje sinani kule mzabalazo kakhulu. Futhi-ke siyacabanga ukuthi akekho umuntu ongazi ukuthi i-Department of i-sector ye-education is most important kunawo wonke ama-department akhona noma ama-sector akhona. Ngoba uma ukhuluma nge-economy, nakhu la ukukhandwa khona abantu abazokwenza economy. Ungakhuluma ngayo yonke into nge-health ngayo yonke into, but ukhiye wayo yonke into eyenzekayo is education sector. Because uma ungazange ukhande laba bantu abazokwazi ukwenza zonke lezi zinto ekufanele ukuthi iphilise i-nation, kusho ukuthi lelo lizwi alikho. Ngakho-ke sihamba nani ukuthi ibambeni nje kanje sonisupport ngaso sonke isikhathi. Yebo siyazi ukuthi kuthiwa imali azikho, kodwa-ke okubuye kube buhlungwana ilokho okuzwayo ukuthi okunye okwenzekayo la e-KZN especially, kodwa amanye ama-province akwazile ukwenza ngqubangqono. Siyabuza-ke ukuthi uma ngabe kuwukuthi amanye ama-province ayakwazi ukwenza ngqubangqono, kanti kwakhalani yonini KwaZulu-Natal? Yingani thina KwaZulu-Natal sidume ngezinto ezimbi zodwa? Besithi-ke kusukela manje ake senze izinto ezinhle zodwa, sitshengise wonke nama-province akhona ukuthi siyakwazi ukwenza iy'nguquko. So sifuna ukuthi-ke ngalezo ndlela umzabalazo wenu uma ningaphenduleki, njengamanje sineSADTU, iy'member kaSADTU kuphela la. Uma ningaphenduleki, i-working class yonke as a whole izobe inani senza i-total shutdown. Asikho istrati esobe sikwazi ukusebenza ngoba sobe simi kanje sicinene zonke istrati. A total shutdown like KZN. So siyajabula uma kunjalo ngoba umzabalazo uyaqhubeka, alunga continue. So kufanele nazi ukuthi ezweni eliphethwe i-capitalist system inzuzo yethu kuyoba yiyo le. Uma singakwazanga ukulwa sisukume sokwenzeka kanje. Siyacabanga ukuthi kusukela namhlanje sinani, kodwa nje manje kwathiwa aniphenduleki nakho thina. Mama! Viva la SACP, viva! Ngiyezwa-ke comrade, manje ngaphenduleki. Siyawenzile. Now sesiza kuvutha indaba. Sesiza kuvutha indaba comrades. Ngizocela unobhala weSADTU abesondela la. Simunulo MEC usekhona uzoba introduce bonke abakhona. Akujwayeleke ukuthi kube no-MEC. But before unobhala ngene comrades, ngicela ukusho ukuthi ngaphakathi kwethu sine-student chapter seSADTU esilidwa uComrade Xolani beno-Comrade Mthemkhulu. Ngicela nivele comrade banibona ama-workers. Bingelela nje.
Manda uzoyithola kanjani? Uzoyithola kanjani? Hlele khoneni.
Viva SADTU, viva! Viva SADTU, viva! Mandla!
Aba-students lawa ethu comrade abasiphathele ema-university bese siba no-SASCO member, SASCO NEC member comrade Landi Ndlovu. Sicela ukuzobingelela nje enkokheli ngoba ukhona, sihloniphekile ukuba ukhona. Angazi ukuthi uphi. Abe esondela uComrade Mxolisi Mdletshe weCOSAS Deputy Chairperson ngicela uzobingelela naye. Just ukubingelela comrades. Bingelela.
Amandla awethu baleka kuntana baleka kuntana baleka down ngabaqindeza abasebenzi down amandla
COSAS Manja Matimba Comrades COSAS Provincial Secretary Comrade Ketam Choti ozobingelela nje okay. Ube ulandela uComrade Sipho Dlamini organizer weCOSAS. Cela msondele nobabili bingelele sibe sesiqedile comrades.
Long live ANC, long live! Long live SADTU, long live! Each one! Each one! Each one! Long live SADTU, long live! Qina msakathi qina! Phepha msakathi phepha! Rise kanyamuntu omnyama rise!
Comrade Sipho organizer. All right. SASCO PS Comrade Sizwe ozobingelela okay.
Long live SADTU, long live! Away with austerity measures, away! Phambili ngomsebenzi ozabalazayo phambili.
Comrade unobhala weSADTU usekhona ukubingelela nje kokheli.
Amandla qina msebenzi ocindezelekile uzonqoba qina amandla.
These are unions of COSATU supporting SADTU in its fight today. As you know, which Sipho is here, COSATU itself is here. Therefore, all of us are here, comrades. I'm handing over now to PS to deal with the issues of memorandum. PS, please. Kena, comrade number Russia, Kena. Kandaya, comrade number Russia, Kandaya. Kutwala no palava manya kwazinye isikole. Kukhona abantu bazobona Russia weSADTU bamanye ama unions. Kena no pala Kena.
Viva! Viva SADTU, viva! Viva COSATU, viva! Viva ANC, viva! Viva SAMCO, viva! Qina student chapter, qina! Tata SASCO, tata! Tata SASCO, tata! Qina COSAS, qina! Kula ANC Youth League, kula. The ANC Women's League, kula. Amandla, amandla. Viva Mzimthembu region, viva. Viva Herikwala region, viva. Viva Inkosi Albert Luthuli region, viva. Viva Program Chula Kwamanda region, viva. Viva Mzala Numalo region, viva. Viva Riot Makomanism Colors region, viva. Viva Muso Shabalala region, viva. Amandla, amandla, amandla.
education forward. Thank you, Comrade Chair. Eli phepha lakho. Comrades, we see ukuthi you decided in your numbers to come here. And now it is time for us, on your behalf, to present the demands that you have. But before we present these demands, it is important that we share our observations with the Department of Education in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, with the Office of the Premier, the MEC for Finance, as well as the Department of Higher Education and Training. As such, we wanted to indicate to you that we do have here the MEC for Education, Comrade Tumbali Fraser. We also have the HOD, Mr. G.N. Ngobo. We have here HOD wakwa Department yakwa Finance, Miss Kuti. We have Chief Director, no Acting Director, with Department yakwa Higher Education, Mativet, Mrs. Kumalo, no Mr. Ngubane. From the Office of the Premier, we have the Special Advisor to the Premier, Dr. Linda Zama. Comrades, they are here because we felt as the union that we must invite all of them. And since 2017, we are no longer presenting a memorandum only to the Department of Education because we believe that the provincial government must take the responsibility of the mess and challenges that we are observing in our schools. Also the Department of Finance, because every day we get affected by decisions that are taken by that department. It is also important that they form part of this gathering and receive their piece of Inansega in memorandum. So, we as the South African Democratic Teachers Union members in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, representing over 63,000 members and expressing the positions and the will of over 260,000 members of SADTU in the country, in the Republic of South Africa, supported by COSATU, supported by the African National Congress, supported by SANCO and the South African Communist Party, as they have given their messages of support. We are also internationally recognized and we are part of the 32 million member Education International Federation of more than 400 teacher unions throughout the world. We are gathered here, comrades, carrying scars of all the education workers, some of whom have been brutally murdered in broad daylight while performing duties as education workers and teachers in schools in KwaZulu-Natal. As we stand here today, many teachers and education workers and learners have been attacked at gunpoint whilst in the workplace. The schools have been identified by criminals as a soft market for violence and also to prey on possessions of teachers. Schools are no longer safe for teachers, learners, and other education workers. Observed is also the silent and unvoiced decommitment by the education department, and also as they are supposed to be ensuring that the power they have and authority is exercised to support teaching and learning in our schools through ensuring that schools are safe havens for that process of teaching and learning. These criminal activities take place when the very same people who sing quality teaching and learning more as more like slogans that are never translated into practice in terms of ensuring that education budget and prioritization of education programs that are meant to enhance teaching and learning are also put at the front of the list of things that must be done. These teachers and education workers stand here today more like soldiers who have run out of military weapons to execute their honorable task. The austerity measures currently implemented is destroying education against the dictates of the Constitution of our country, which declares education as a basic human right. Comrades, remember that on this day, 6 years ago, in 2017, October 13, we were here in this city hall presenting a memorandum of demands again to the Department of Education in the province, Finance and Premier. We're all standing here to present those memorandums to the very same department, especially the Department of Education. The message is clear, is that things have gotten worse. It is clear to all of us that all these workers who are here today had no options but to take the very critical time out of their ever busy schedule to come here to express their frustrations on the failure of our employer to deliver quality education to our kids. We have noted the horrible conditions under which education workers are caused to deliver education in KwaZulu-Natal. These conditions have perpetually militated against all endeavors by education workers and improving education delivery in the province. More than ever before, there is a duty placed upon us to strenuously oppose all direct or indirect manifestations of the exploitation of teachers and education workers in our country and in this province. We are driven by our conviction that the Provincial Department of Education has a responsibility to afford all learners in our schools quality education and to progressively achieve equity in resource distribution by being sensitive and responsive to existing inequalities. Historical imbalances that still painfully reflect and define conditions of schools inclusive of conditions of service for education workers constitute glaring vestiges of what apartheid hoped to achieve through education. And that is why we refuse. That is why we say we can't fold our arms, as we can't keep quiet when things go astray. The relevance of our education shall be realized once its results assertively become capable of changing the lives of the toiling masses of people for the better and enabling individual learners to contribute actively towards economic development in their respective areas, thereby freeing themselves from the bondage of modern-day slavery and abject poverty. It is scandalous that we still have schools that have not been paid their financial allocations, norms and standards. The Department of Education in this province is running schools as if they are running or operating a tuck shop. Because in a tuck shop, because you own it, you do as you wish. In a tuck shop, there are no laws. You just live, dream, and you wake up and implement whatever that you dreamed about. As such, they decide willy-nilly on how much must be paid and when to schools. This year, a new method was introduced wherein schools were paid half, was it half or less than half, because we don't know, there was no clarity, there was no explanation given to schools. As we're saying, no arrangements were communicated to say if they are failing to pay the whole amount, when will they be able to pay the balance? As we speak, Schools are still owed the outstanding monies. This situation has resulted in school principals having to run schools from their own pockets. Education is all about without. It is also scandalous that we still have schools that are made to stay without teachers for the longest times, as they must wait for head office to make placements, causing unnecessary delays and acting against the UNESCO declaration by leaving thousands of learners without teachers. The centralization of appointments and placements of post-level 1 educators is chaotic and smells corruption. We are faced with a situation where the Department of Education, as a state department, continuously fails to prudently deploy available resources for the benefit of learners who stand to benefit from opportunities availed by the democratic dispensation. This is perpetually worsened by issuing an implementation of, implementation of directives to enforce austerity measures which hinder effective delivery of quality public education and further give rise to the flagrant erosion of workers' conditions of service. Thank you. It is in this context that we call upon the MEC of Education, Comrade Mbali Fraser, and the head of department, Mr. Nkosinathi Ngobo, to exercise their stewardship in terms of decisions that the department takes. If these two comrades, if these two are convinced that the economic situation of the country demands that there must be budget cuts in spending, the two are the first in line to prove their actions that we are in a dire economic situation as a country. This will be evident through the decisions they take. For example, they will know that it is not the right time. The issue, comrades, of time and space is very important. They will understand that it is not the right time for them to rush to buy a new school in Newcastle when they are struggling to support the existing schools. We've been engaging the department for quite some time, and the response is that there are budget cuts, they don't have enough money. Where are they getting money to buy the new school? As there is no money to pay for norms and standards, then where will you get the millions and millions to buy that school? How do you buy a new school when it's difficult to properly staff the already existing ones? Many schools continue to be vandalized. They need to be repaired. Other schools have been destroyed by storms, not just floods of 2022. They are still to be fixed. So, if this is the situation, why are you not sorting these schools first before you add more? We must also be clear that SADTU supports the introduction of schools of specialization in line with the transformation of the schooling system. However, observing the principle, as we have said, of space and time and affordability is critical. Even the National Treasury, in the guidelines for the cost containment measures, they have advised that the departments may have to delay some other projects until the new financial year. Comrades, whilst some teachers and schools have been watchful all the time for fear of being violently attacked, all the time, they also have to be watchful of the Department of Education in the province. Remember, we are saying, once we are ready to teach in your schools, criminals come in at gunpoint, they take your stuff, they take your possessions, but once you have to be watchful all the time, you also, or equally, you have to be watchful of the very same Department of Education, because they may come and rob you of the status of being Section 21 school with Function C. We have seen the Department of Education withdrawing unprocedurally so Function C of the South African Schools Act, Section 21. There is a procedure that must be followed. It is outlined in SASA, but the department decided to withdraw that function in more than 600 schools and is failing to even respond to schools that challenge that decision. We don't think it is fair for our teachers ukuthi bagade isigebengu, bagade izikelemnqa, baphinde funeka bagade umnyango, bagade u-SOD, bagade u-MEC, ekuzothi kungazelele beze bephunca into that is given to them by the laws, by the acts of the country. This rob Peter to pay Paul approach of the Department of Education must come to an end. We believe it is because of this approach that there are so many inefficiencies in the running of finances in the Department of Education. Why all the time we have to make noise as SADTU for the department to pay what is due to schools? SADTU had to make numerous calls, making demands for the department to pay the grade R allocations in schools in the second time around April. Once we're dealing with what many called as the KZN school nutrition scandal, we were busy reminding the department that schools had not received their norms and standards, which in response the department paid far less than what was expected. For many years now, SADTU has been raising the management of the concern around the management and utilization of the 30% for other LTSM, which is another source of corruption. That is our view. Schools are given unreasonable times within which they must make submissions of what needs to be procured for the schools. In many times, schools get products of less quality and a lesser price, but no one gives explanation the balance after sourcing those items. The department has dismally failed in ensuring that it uses central procurement for purposes of benefiting schools. Instead, our observations are such that officials try everything in their power to take this money from schools. Over years now, the Department of Education and KZN has failed to fill vacancies created through attrition, thus running the entire administration of the department with skeleton staff. Many workers have existed in the services of the employer for a variety of reasons, and they are not being replaced. We are also told about the moratorium from the Department of Finance that stops the department from filling post clerk, post security, post general workers in schools. Many educators and education workers are made to act in various positions and denied the acting allowance. There are new terms now that are used with coordinators to avoid so that they avoid paying the acting allowance. So, we also have issues on TVET. We are equally enraged by the Department of Higher Education and Training on how they handle the sector, which should lead to in the skills revolution for our country and the province. Workers in the TVET sector are treated less than professionals. This possibility, this is possibly the only state department that undermines collective bargaining as if they were unregulated. Colleges operate in crisis mode and use policies that disregard existing policies and operational framework agreed upon in bargaining councils. Casualization and outsourcing in the TVET have compromised job security of many workers. We therefore present these demands to the Department of Education. We demand that the department must immediately fill all vacancies in both primary and high schools. This is so because as SADTU, we believe that all schools and all posts are critical. The department must pay the norms and standards allocation with immediate effect. We call for the department to allow for open and transparent processes in the filling of post-level 1 teacher posts. We also call for decentralization of the appointment processes to fast track and to make sure that there's timeless filling of vacancies. All in all, we are saying the department must now advertise post-level 1 posts. The advertisement of post-level 1 posts will also give some comfort to the thousands and thousands of unemployed graduates. Because there will be a fair process where they apply and then they know what process is being followed in the department. We call upon the department to remove the moratorium on the appointment of general workers in schools, including the posts of the clerks, security, and cleaners. The department must urgently increase or adjust the stipends for grade R practitioners. Also, we call upon the head of department to honor the call by the MEC. The MEC last year declared that her intentions was to absorb about 500 grade R practitioners, but the department, the administration side, they came to us in the ERLC and said they no longer afford that. Please, HOD, respect, make sure that call by the MEC is respected. We have an outstanding collective agreement that needs to be signed so that we can convert and absorb those great art practitioners. But of importance, HOD is to understand that the qualification for a great art teacher is a diploma in great art teaching. Not the B.Ed. Not the B.Ed. Because even with us teachers, we still have teachers who have M+3 in other provinces. Great art teachers with a diploma have been converted and paid fully like all of us. What stops KZN to do that? So this means we will have from this March, we go back to amend that draft collective agreement. Again, we don't want any disruption of the exams like it nearly happened last year. Please, HOD and MEC, pay the pay progression of workers. It was due in July. It was due in July. We're already in mid-October. It was due in July. The Department of Education demanded to make sure that following the policy, they upgrade all qualifying schools. Comrades, what is done by the department is so painful. In terms of the law, the department is supposed to be checking from time to time the grades of schools, upgrade, and the upgrading of the school means that you also upgrade the salary of the principal. So failure of the department to upgrade, it means that there are principals, there are workers who are owed by the Department of Education. Unfortunately, some of them have departed this world. They've passed on, owed by the department. Others have retired, owed by the department. We don't want to die before you recognize. We do not want you to do it when we are dead. It is our time. Make sure that you attend to these issues with immediate effect. We demand a comprehensive plan to ensure safety and security in all schools in KwaZulu-Natal. Furthermore, we demand a dedicated program to assist and support stressed schools, revisit the state-managed suspensions of learners and educators without giving due support, and more funding of the Employee Health and Wellness Program. We demand that the Department of Education must set up a committee to monitor proper implementation of the National School Nutrition Program. This bank is some newspapers. Our view as SADTU, and we still maintain it, is that this issue of the school nutrition program will be better managed if it can be taken back to school governing bodies, to schools. The introduction of this program was never about tenders. The introduction of this was about ensuring that every time in school we have learners that can fully concentrate when othisha befundisa. We demand the withdrawal of HRM Circular 15. HOD and MEC, it appeared here that la eTru kunankinga ugesi awukho. But on top of that, the office lewa registry liyavalwa, were told by your Department of Labor, because alikho conducive ukuthi likwazi ukuthi li-operate. That means abasebenzi can't access their files. La eMalgate ugesi uvaliwe, which means mangathiwa ama-exam ayaqala kusasa kuyoba nenkinga enkulu la eMalgate kusebenza i-generator. To the Department of Higher Education and Training, we want you to pay progression, respect the PPN allocations, and stop any casualization that we are seeing. There must be full funding for the process of migration, and you also ensure that you move workers from councils to PESAN. We want the Department of Higher Education to give us a report on the forensic investigation that we called for a coastal college. We are also reminding you that there's instability in some of these colleges. For many years now, there is no principal. SADTU College, there is no principal. A coastal college, and monies of the department ayashabalala. With Department of Finance, MEC, HOD, our Finance, we want to remind the Department of Finance in the province and its MEC and HOD that any developmental state largely depends on the capacity of its treasury to orientate its developmental path. If economic transformation is to be realized, the Treasury should appreciate the mammoth task without fashioning itself as a super department, marshalling all our other departments. The attitude adopted by the Treasury has made it to be overly unresponsive and too mechanical in addressing the obtaining socio-economic challenges facing majority of schools in the province. As such, any budget monitoring mechanisms should be affixed on the immediate needs of the masses whose socio-economic survival hopes can be realized through a state-led development. The Treasury should purposefully intervene in the Department of Education through ensuring that you allocate more funds, through ensuring that this cash blocking thing that we hear about is stopped, and think about other measures, control measures that you can have, those measures which must not disrupt teaching and learning. Cost-cutting measures defeat logic and concentrate on fixed expenditure directives that even disregard its own original budgetary imperatives. We therefore demand that the Department of Finance refrain from issuing moratoriums indiscriminately on the filling of vacant and funded posts under the disguise of austerity measures without closely investigating the impact of such non-filling of vacancies. We demand that you do away with cash blocking, as we have said. In conclusion, our take is that the Department of Education and the Department of Finance are overlooked by the Office of the Premier. We invited the Office of the Premier so that they can listen to the challenges that we are facing. And these challenges also are acting against the directives of the National Development Plan, including the Provincial Development Plan. So it is important, Dr. Zama, as we are here on behalf of the Premier, it is also important, Honorable MEC Fraser, the HOD of Finance and the head, that having listened to these demands of workers, you understand that we are giving you 14 days. We are giving you 14 days within which you must respond. Not for the sake of responding, but for purposes of ensuring that you rethink your strategies, that you reconsider your approaches, so that you refocus your vision, to ensure that you fully understand that the Department of Education is about its core business. And its core business is the provision of education, but not just any education. The education as was envisaged by the Freedom Charter that declared that all doors of learning shall be open. And as we stand here, we fully believe that in 1994, those doors of learning are now wide open. What is more important for this democratic government, for this alliance, is to ensure that we have quality education. Our interest and your interest should be about that which happens inside the classroom, because the doors of learning are now wide open. We present this memorandum, Comrade Chair, Comrade Duma, Deputy President. We present this memorandum knowing very well that other people may interpret it in a different way. We are the South African Democratic Teachers Union, an affiliate of COSATU. COSATU that is in alliance with the ANC, with the SACP, with SADTU. We are not confused. We are not confused. And those who think that the SADTU cannot go to the streets to raise these issues simply because we are part of the alliance, wake up. We are a union. Once we understand our character, we are a union. But we are not going to lose our character. That our character is that our union, as a product of struggle against apartheid, is to make sure that our people are enlightened on daily basis. We will be like this even next year when we go all out to mobilize for the elections. Those who think that through these pacts that they are forming against us, and some of us get excited, we are not confused. We are part of the alliance. We are still going to vote for the ANC. But the ANC must be able to understand that ours is not a blank check. We will continue to walk on two legs. Make sure that we make the streets of Durban to be red. But at the same time say, we cannot abandon the struggle of many, many years. We cannot abandon the commitment of our forebearers in the alliance who gave us this democracy. Ours is to ensure that from time to time we remind this leadership that their actions must never compromise the African National Congress. Amandla! 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 Thank you, Comrade Chair.
Right. What will happen now, as the memorandum has been presented to yourselves and we have heard the issues as presented here, we are going to get umnyango wezemfundo la uzokwamukela memorandum. Amandla, comrades, this is what will happen. Umnyango wezemfundo uzokwamukela memorandum. Asikwazi sebelaba ngayamukeli. We call them so that they take it. Bezoresponda kuyona. Bazoba la. Ngicela sondelo MEC angazi ukuthi ba finance HOD must come. Office of the Premier. This side. DHET. This side. Amanda. Comrade, they are signing it now. Immediately thereafter.
Utsaleleni. Uphumashi. Uhlaleleni.
Comrades, we are going to give them a chance, each one of them, to tell us ukuthi bazoyenza memorandum. First is of head will be followed by Treasury, bese by Office of the Premier. 2 minutes each to tell us what they will be doing. The last one will be MEC for Education, who shall also indicate to us ukuthi uzayenza memorandum. Comrade Movu, sondela D-head, ngizokuthuka bungubana. Ngicela sondela. Manda, all power, Amanda, comrades, I am advised by the leadership here that the MEC for Education, Honorable Mbali, will be responding on behalf of all government departments that are here, as mandated by our provincial government. I'm therefore calling the MEC for Education, Comrade Mbali, to come and respond. Because MEC, these are members of SADTU as you know them. You don't have to be introduced here. Niyamazi comrades, socela kazowenza azolikhuluma nani. Amandla. Thank you, Comrade Mbali.
Amandla. Amandla. Viva SADTU, 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 viva. Viva SADTU, viva. Thank you. Thank you, colleagues. Thank you, colleagues. As the Department of Education in KwaZulu-Natal and the Higher Education Department, we are noting the critical issues that has been raised here today. We therefore would ask you to allow us to go back so that within 14 days we come back and have a meeting with the SADTU leadership. Without much ado, we would like to tell you that we are very much committed in ensuring that we deliver quality education for our learners. Amandla! Thank you, comrades.
Manda, comrades, thank you very much, Comrade Fraser. Amanda, comrades, Siyabonga response, grievance, our appeal, comrades. But what we'll be doing now, we'll be calling for the Deputy Chairperson to do a vote of thanks. And everybody, but the Deputy will be dealing with that. Then after that, we'll close, comrades. Deputy Chairperson, please come and do that task that was given by the union. Thank you.
Manda! Awethu! Viva SADTU, viva! Viva ANC, viva! Viva COSATU, viva! Viva Student Chapter, viva! Viva SANCO, viva! Viva SICP, viva! Manda! Manda! Siyabonga sihlalo, siyazwa comrade ukuthi u-MEC simnikeza 14 days. Respond or else siyabuya. Comrade, let me quickly thank our affiliates COSATU that have blessed our march on the abeholwa comrade uEdwin COSATU secretary. Ngiphinde comrade ngibonge i-national office ethumele u-deputy president os-addressile showing his support ye-march yethu. Comrade, let me also thank the student chapter leadership, the membership of student chapter, efika ngobuningi bayo ikusasa lika SADTU. Comrade, asibonge ama-structures ka-SADTU ukuthi a-organizele march kusukela kuma-SADTU kuya kwi-PEC, kuya kuma-RCs, kuya kuma-PECs. For ensuring ukuthi le campaign iba impumelelo. Comrade, ningakahambi nonke, let me thank our members ka SADTU. Anishayeleni ihlombe comrade for the discipline that you have shown and making sure ukuthi ziyazwakala izigizeni. Okay, comrade, let me also thank our marshals ukuthi enze sure ukuthi imarch yethu iyaphumelela. Mase siyawacela buyisa amavesti ngapha ngemuva. Ningalenzi iphutha, siyanibonga nisasuka ngapho niletha amavesti. Comrade, let me thank PEC for taking this decision ukuthi akube khona le march. I-Provincial Organizing Committee engalalanga comrades yenza sure ukuthi amabhasi abakhona. Let me thank i-alliance yonke as a whole ukuthi ifike izoblessa i-march and show i-support. Noma nje sinayo i-grievance ukuthi usihlalo kaSADTU wakaduma, usihlalo kaCOSATU wakaduma, usihlalo ka-ANC wakaduma, usihlalo wa-Youth League wakaduma, shuthi siyaduma njena. Siyabonga SACP, Sanco COSAS, PYA leadership. Sibonga ama-SAPS, amaphoyisa enze sure ukuthi imashethi iphephile. We hope usasolanga comrades, departmental officials that were here, and nenze sure ukuthi niyayilanda and nizosiphendula. Sisalela 2 weeks iqale exam, siyacabanga ukuthi kunaleyo 14 days. Comrades, let me thank the media for making sure ukuthi bazo-reporta njengoba kunjalo. And all of you comrades, as you drive back home, yebo umhla ka-13 sihambe kahle, senze sure comrades ukuthi sisheshe sifika emakhaya, ingaphelele eThekwini imali. Siyabonga maqabane. Ay amandla. Drive safe home comrades, sihambe kahle. Siyabonga ukuthi nibekezelele ilanga comrades. Well done maqabane. Siyabonga nomalume. Cela